Jeffrey is like the bottom 99% of investors. He doesn't even think logically, he doesn't buy strong altcoins, he doesn't have an income, and he doesn't even understand the difference between bull and bear markets. But he thinks that buying the next meme coin is a great investment. What a dumbass. Adonis, on the other hand, well, he's like the best of us. He's the ultimate investor that we aspire to be like. He's got all of his 8 altcoins in a hardware wallet, and he continues to top them up every single month, regardless if his coin is up or down for that week. He understands that right now, at these discounted prices, that these are once in a lifetime. He understands that investing in a bear market is the way to tremendously explode his wealth by 2025. To make sacrifices, to delay gratification instead of pursuing pleasure, to fill your cup to the brim so that you can start fulfilling the cups of other people that you love. 2 very different lives here. Think back to the choices you've made over the last month. Which one does it sound like? The next 2 months, dudes, are going to be once in a lifetime. I'm going to talk about what I mean by this, but just look at the BTC chart as we go through this video. We are on massive, massive buy-in opportunities, or do you get scared? Here's the Ethereum one, hopping the exact same pathway. So we're going to talk about in this video simple strategies to get to 6 figures in income, or 6 figures, should I say, in a DCA portfolio. But regardless, the 2 main lessons I want you to take away from this are September, October, as I've stated and as one of my buddies stated in my private community, Q, are going to be very messy, and we're seeing the beginning of that right now in August. So they're very important because you can make all stupid amounts of money with these discounts, and I do not want you to take this video lightly. Go back and watch this again, but understand that this is where the money is made. If you are panic selling, we're not even getting started in this video yet, got a lot of value here, but if you are panic selling and you're thinking of closing this video right now, understand that you're not going to make it, bro, and you're going to be coming back in 2025 and seeing what of a shit opportunity you have completely wasted, because so much money is made in times of when you just look at charts like this, and it's probably going to get worse. It's probably going to get worse. I've heard a lot of talks of Bitcoin going back down to 19, 20K, and even lower than that, 12K some people are saying. I don't think it's going to go that far, but just understand, dudes, this is where money is made. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity if you keep DCAing down this rabbit hole. So despite being one of the most impressive feats in the game, most people have no clue how to play the cryptocurrency market, and they just get it widely so wrong. And honestly, neither did I. In 2021, I made shit ton of money on paper, but I lost it all. I didn't take any profits, and all this money I made, I thought I was the smartest man in the world. I was going out talking shit on the internet, not talking shit in a bad way, just saying, hey, look what I'm blah blah blah, just showing screenshots, showing the portfolio. It was great until it wasn't, because I lost it all. And I'm very, very grateful for losing the money, because it's made me a better investor, and it's going to make me a better player in taking out money out in the next cycle. Now, I took myself to study and learn how to play the next market. I really had to sit in a dark room and say, hey, I made a shit ton of money, but I lost it all, Jay. You lost all that money, and all you had to do was cash the F out. Put that GBP, USD in your bank account, and you can do what the F you want now. But I didn't do it. I didn't take it seriously, and I lost it all. But understanding the brutal reality and me going and sitting in that dark room is super important, because 1,000 hours later, here's what I learned. So if you are on this, and this is no disrespect, if you are in this shitty subway, if you are in a commute to work and you absolutely hate your job, you hate your life, and you just want to tell them to F off, this is the other side. I'm not promising you hot women. You need to figure that out for yourself. I'm not promising you Bugattis, but you can scale this down to live where you want, travel the world, have unlimited anything, sort the rest out, because these are 2 different lives, and you can do this in a bull and bear market of cryptocurrency. This can be the difference. Now again, find your purpose. That's another story. We're not going to talk about that in this video, but these are 2 very different lives, and you can have this one on the right if you play this next bull market correctly. So quick stats about crypto and the next 2 months. So here's a very interesting data points to give you context in case you're unfamiliar of what is going to happen. So again, we've already talked about this. I'm not going to go over this again. The next 2 months, you're going to get huge buying opportunities. You've already had this. Look at this wick down. Confirmation to get the F out if you are trading, but more importantly, DCA in my opinion. So 99% of people in cryptocurrency, they lose money. So they might make money in the bull run, but they don't sell. Or most people of that 99% just start buying at peaks, and they actually they lose money, right? You're probably one of those guys in 2021. Now, other people must violently lose for you to win. So you must understand this. So when we make money, we are wrecking other people. That sucks. It sounds terrible, but that is the game, and this is a game. So once you overcome that and say, hey, wait, other people have to lose money. So if you lost money like I did in 2021, there was another motherfucker on the other side of the planet, or maybe down the road from me, that was cashing the F out and taking advantage of me. And that is hard to come by, but once you understand it, it's like, okay, now I know the game, I'm going to do that to somebody else. And that's just the reality. So when these hairdressers and these mom and dads or whoever are coming into cryptocurrency in 2025, you're taking their money in a way, because guess what? You bought in the bear market, you're selling when these people, the hairdressers, all the other noobs, the gym goers, whatever, that just hear about cryptocurrency, they're buying off you, you're away to the bank, these guys are getting wrecked. That's just a sad reality. Understand that and play that game. Now, most of our money will be made in a few altcoins, and you're going to be making all the money in the bear market. So here's an example. A lot of coins to choose from, but just understand that most of them will be made in a few altcoins, and you need to be behind the right players. What can we learn? We're going to talk about that, because there's 3 simple frameworks to your first 100K in the next bull run. And I always talk about this magical 100K because, in my opinion, the 100K is the most important, because once you hit a 6-figure account and maybe you're already out there right now, by the way, that's fantastic. Your goal should be the 7-figure mark. But if you've never seen anything past 6 figures in a GBP account, USD account, whatever account, obviously if it's in India, that doesn't count because the value is so low. You know what I'm saying. Sorry, editor. But regardless, 100K to your bank account is so important, because it really gives you an idea of saying, hey, well, it's only a 10x to the next million, but regardless, you can do a lot of money. You could probably quit your job if you want to, and you have a plan. Don't just go and quit your job to go and do nothing, because you're going to be right back at that job in a couple of years' time, if not 6 months if you're a big spender. But from my research, all success can be boiled down in a very simple process. Understanding the DCA model in bear markets, super important. The altcoins to ride, because again, all these altcoins, bar from USD, obviously, because they're stable coins, most of these will do well. In fact, I think all of these will do well, but you can't ride them all, right? So you have to understand the altcoins to ride, and then damage can be done. We'll talk about that. So pair this framework with an unmatched work ethic, and you're going to get the potential or potent combination for rapid success in 2025. Because I'll tell you something, dudes, when bull markets come, it is the most fun thing in the world, because you're checking your portfolio and it's going crazy. No matter what level you're on, if you're on low 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, or the big dogs and 7 figures in portfolio, it's the same game. It's the same return. It's just absolutely crazy, right? But if you get this wrong, you lose it all. So there's going to be a lot of people probably watching this video in 2025. Hey guys, in 2025, you effed up. You should have been here in 2023 and 2022. Unlucky for you. But regardless, list again. Once you see an account like this, it's just like surreal. So if you don't have a bank account when you open up your Bank of Scotland, your HSBC, your Bank of America, get pissed off. Get pissed off if this is not your bank account, because this is bare minimum play. Understand that, and if you can accept that, you're going to be very well successful for the next bull run. And if that pisses you off and you write a bad comment saying, well, Jake, it's not possible, I live in a third world country, get fucked. You better get to work, because I don't believe this is unattainable for anybody else. And if you didn't like that, I don't really want you watching this channel anyway. So everything begins with step 1. For us to get set up and destroy the 2025 run, everything begins with understanding that DCA model in the bear market. It is boring, it is not sexy, it is lame, but this is where money is made, and this is where you can get to this with the unsexy way. You don't have to be day trading, you don't have to be leverage trading out your tits, you don't have to be doing all this bullshit. You can just do it with the DCA model in bear markets. Now the reason is because we can buy the exact same coin, but in a bull market, it's going to make of most of the time with doing nothing. But in a bear market, the returns are milkier. Now the reason I say this is simply because to do this, you must do the following. And it's so easy, because you just chill out, funnel cash in on a monthly/weekly basis. So for me, it depends. I don't have this set up correctly, but if you are funneling a DCA on a weekly or monthly basis, you are good. Now, you're not doing this in shitcoins. You can make money in shitcoins, of course, but you're doing this in a structured way. Cash stops coming in, we believe, at the 2024 halving. That's when the cutoff point is. So far, it can change, but this was just on history. This is when money stops funneling in. More income equals more Lambos. Profit taken on the same model. Simple, but it's highly effective. So if you want this lifestyle where you're sitting on a beach, congratulations, you're in the right place. If you want to be traveling business class, congratulations, in the right place. If you want a better house or a better lifestyle, congratulations, you're in the right place. 100K isn't going to give you this house, but it can give you this lifestyle to go and get the business that you want to start, to give you that house, if that is your goal. Some of these are not going to be your goals, that's absolutely fine. But it's good to dream, it's good to have more money to go and do the goals that you want, right? Step 2 is going to be more income, more Lambos. I'm not telling you guys to go out and chase more Lambos, but the more income you can get funneled into cryptocurrency, the more output you will get. So the next thing to focus on is getting that income, in my opinion, to 1.5x. If you can 2x your income every single month, it makes shit so easy. But I know that is unattainable for most people. So you do this by you get a new job. You've got something else lined up, you start looking for a new job, or you get more hours at your job, or you try and get a raise. And I never like to put that one in here. That's why I've not actively wrote this down, because I understand if you have a job, it's so hard to just go and get a raise. People say that like it's so easy. It's so hard to just go and increase your income. Unless you're doing a sales job. If you're doing a sales job, you get paid on how much commission you do. That is in complete control. But an hourly wage, you can't just go and demand. It's just not possible for 99% of cases. So you need to do one of these two. You start a side gig or you start a side hustle. That's where I started. I started out with e-commerce, and now I'm doing YouTube, and we're scaling the income where it's my full-time gig and it's fun as fuck. I get to travel the world. That is the goal for most people, to be able to have an income, not a job, an income where they can travel to take this laptop to wherever they want. If you can do that, great, but you don't need to figure that out right now, because it's more important to get money funneled in on your cryptocurrency investment. So you could do Uber, you could do whatever you want. Less outgoings, goodbye wife / goodbye dates. So if you can do this as well, and you cut your outgoing expenditure, that is maybe, you get going less dates. If you're doing that way, you're spending less money on clothes, whatever you can do, you eat shit for a bit for the next 8 months, and you can get more income in. So you can really get this quite crazy if you play this game. And again, step 2 is not a lot of people will want to do. They'll look at this and go, I don't really want to do this, I want to skip that, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, if you can get this up, it's going to make your cryptocurrency portfolio crazy, because this will separate that 100 grand portfolio. Fantastic, by the way, to hit 100K, but you can get to 250K plus just with basic maths by 2025 if you do this. 100K is nice, but 250K is when we can start getting serious, and I consider this the secret sauce. So if you want this to be you in 2025 and getting your boss to go and F himself, and I want him to be pissed off, because right now it's probably him happy, you're making him all the money for minimum wage or just a shitty wage and you're not happy, and he's the super happy guy. But if you want to switch these results, because guess what? He needs you more than you think you do. So he really needs you to go and work in that cubicle, and once you can get him to F off and just say, hey, I've got enough money now where I can go and do my own thing, he's going to be actually so pissed. And he might even beg you to stay, and he might even say, hey, wait a minute, I'll actually give you more money. But by that point, it's already too late, because you already have enough money. So I want this to be you, but do step 2 correctly to as much as you can. And by the way, if you have taken step 2 and you've got more income, or you've started to look for more work, or you're doing a side hustle, comment below. I like to see that shit. Step 3 is profit taking. One of the most important parts, because I had this on lock. Ecom was popping, I had enough money. This was on lock. I already knew what to do. I could chill out, funnel DCA, and I was lump summing as well in 2020 and 2021. But I got this part massively wrong, and this is the most important part. The real reason to truly be successful in cryptocurrency is profit taking on the same model as the DCA. So DCA in, that's fantastic, but let's DCA out in chunks as well, and get obsessed with it. So 20% chunks. If you have a portfolio, let's just say it's 100K, we start taking 20% chunks out at certain levels. For example, let's just say HBAR. If our HBAR chunk at 49 cents, take 20% out, then it's at 75 cents, and it's at 89 cents, and it might be at $1.15, and then the last chunk might be at $1.35. You get the gist of it. You get to do your own numbers. I'm not doing numbers for you. I have my numbers. Get your numbers ready. Know your exit dollar value goals. Hey, if your goal is to make 100K by the next bull run, how does that look? Map that all out with your 20% chunks, and then it makes it so effing easy to hit that goal. You don't have to be thinking about it. You don't get FOMO. You don't say, hey, let me just keep holding on because this coin's going to this much. No, you stick to your exact dollar value goals, and that means sticking to your targets. This combined with chill out and funnel cash on a monthly / weekly basis, with the cash to stop coming in by the BTC halving, plus more income equals more Lambo step. This is where you're going to get to success, because there's this guy that gets so effing close, but he just F's up step 3, and all these diamonds, he loses them all. You never know how close you are to success. What I would say is, get to work. Take care.